Hello everyone, and welcome back to Let's Play Kyuuyaku Megami Tensei II. Last time, we managed to infiltrate the Shibuya Intelligence Building because we received an access code from a Messian who was located in a town that was connected to Shinjuku through the underground rail system there. We also, I'm kind of recapping last episode in reverse chronological order. We met up with a monk at a shrine who had a little trial to put us through. He teleported us to a pocket dimension where we beat up a dragon, and after we did that, he gave us a one of the pillars that we've been looking for, so that was pretty neat. And even before that, we presented Pazuzu's head to Mammon at his gate, and after he betrayed us, we decided to kill him as well. So, yeah, pretty jam-packed last episode, if I do say so myself. But yeah, we have found ourselves back in the starting area of the game, Devil Busters. Kind of fun that they brought this back. Actually, I should note, though, that this is actually an optional thing. You don't have to do this. I recommend that you probably should, just because it's something fun to do, and, you know, it's just something to do before progressing the story, and it'll give you some experience points along the way, so. A lot of the enemies here are going to be the weak level 1 through 3 style enemies that you're going to be familiar with from the very beginning of the game. But there are earlier parts of the tower, I believe, that we couldn't access before, but we now can access. Notably, we can use the elevator here now to just quickly teleport ourselves from floor to floor. I don't like saying teleport when I'm discussing the functionality of an elevator, which is a real thing that real buildings have. I don't know why I'm making it all sci-fi. But yeah, so the main crux of this side quest here is going to be taking this weirdly drawn NPC dad that we talked to earlier, and we're going to need to talk to all 4 of his kids who are located throughout the tower, and listen to what they have to say, and then correctly deduce which one of them is lying and currently being possessed by a demon. Once you track down all 4 of them and write down their statements, and you start to, you know, look at all of them, it's pretty easy and obvious to tell who's the demon. Or if you're familiar with Shin Megami Tensei II, which all of their names are a reference to SMT2 characters, and if you're familiar with that game and its characters, you know which one is the... I don't want to say imposter because that's like the meme term from Among Us now, but yeah, you know what, let's just say that. You gotta figure out which one of them is sus, and then kick them off the spaceship. That's what you're doing here. We're playing a little game of Among Us. Fuck it, I'm just gonna name the episode Among Us. I had some other name, I don't give a shit anymore. We're just gonna call it Among Us, god damn it. I'll probably get more clicks that way, fuck it. No. Actually, that's pretty funny because I'm pretty sure in the first part of this Let's Play, when we were going through this area, I actually talked about playing Among Us there too, because that was when that resurgence of it, or I don't know if resurgence is the right name, but that's when everyone discovered that it was a game that had been out for a few years and was really fun and all that, and that's when me and my friends hopped on the bandwagon and had a pretty fun time with that too. I haven't played in a while though I think they're adding a new map, so maybe I'll go back to it, I don't know, but yeah, basically, we're just gonna talk to all the kids and figure out which one of them is the imposter. That's what we're doing here. And actually, one thing I do want to know, I tried researching this a bit, and then I got sidetracked or busy or bored or whatever the case was, and I couldn't really find an answer quickly, so I stopped because I'm a lazy motherfucker. But I am very curious, and maybe some of you can help me down in the comments below if you're familiar with this game and its various versions. So here we're playing the Kyuuyaku re-release version, obviously, and all 4 of these kids are named after SMT2 characters. Now, the original version of Megami Tensei II obviously came out quite a few years before Shin Megami Tensei II did. So I'm just curious, what were their original names? Because I'm sure they probably weren't references to SMT2, a game that I want to say was probably not even a concept by the time that the original Megaten 2 had come out. Or maybe, you know, maybe they did use those names. I don't know, sometimes that is the case for smaller creative teams and stuff like that too. There are people on board who have like ideas or concepts or, I mean, even names and stuff like that they like a lot and want to use and, you know, use for stuff, and sometimes they get reused because when you're making smaller scale stuff like this, sometimes you can kind of get away with it more, or just, I don't know. Sometimes you see that in smaller creative teams in their output, or, you know, I think about that a lot with the early works of Nasu, who just is a man I kind of respect for just having a few core ideas that he really wanted to tell a story with, and he just kept throwing shit at the wall, and all of them stuck in their own way. But when you go back and experience all of the early Tsukihime and Kara no Kyokai and Fate Stay Night stuff and all that, it kind of feels like the man is cannibalizing his own work a little bit, just because he has those concepts that he wants to make sure are told in a story, goddammit, and he doesn't care how many times he needs to throw it at the wall before it sticks. Can kind of be a funny thing like that. It's always a fun part of going back through and seeing the work of a creator evolve over time, just seeing what ideas they stick with or want to evolve their thoughts on, or try to explore through different avenues, and what they kind of leave behind or just use as one-offs for certain things. You can really tell where someone's interest lies that way, in my opinion. Anyways, I just kind of talked over it, but we recruited Cerberus, which is a fun little reference to Megami Tensei 1. I did see, I have seen someone say, I want to say it was in the Let's Play Kyuuyaku Megami Tensei 1 playthrough, I think someone commented that sorry, I'm fumbling over myself. Yeah, actually, no. So there's a part in Kyuuyaku Megami Tensei 1 where you can go into a bonus dungeon that's called Hell with Cerberus in your party, and after you leave, Cerberus will stay behind. And I saw someone comment somewhere on one of my videos that, oh yeah, that, you do that in Kyuuyaku Megami Tensei 1, and then you can recruit Cerberus once again in Kyuuyaku Megami Tensei 2. That's not actually the case. You don't need to do that at all. Cerberus is just always here in Kyuuyaku Megami Tensei 2, and in fact, I believe Cerberus was here in the original version of the game as well. Like, this is just part of the game. This is not a carryover from the first game, like some other things are between Kyuuyaku Megami Tensei 1 and 2. So, even if you never even recruited Cerberus in the first game, you don't have to worry about it. Cerberus will still be here for you to recruit. And I highly recommend you recruit Cerberus, as he often is in these early Megami Tensei games. He is a very good demon. Maybe not as overblown and broken as he is in some other iterations, but he's a pretty good demon, and he'll help us along for a while here. And once again, carrying on with this game's theme of just being so generous with handing you free demons, we now have Cerberus just as another demon that we don't even need to fuse or anything, who's just really good. So really, just add another one onto the pile. In fact, all of the demons I have summoned were demons I didn't even have to fuse. The game just gives you. Let's force a carbuncle to join our party, which I actually don't remember why I did that. I probably had a reason that we'll see later on in the Let's Play. I'll have to put a pin in that, and I don't know, maybe while you're here, get a carbuncle too. I hope I'm not leading you astray, but I'm pretty sure I did that for a reason. I don't know why else I'd want a carbuncle on hand. Kind of odd of me to do that, so I'm sure I had my reasons. We'll discover it together. And yeah, one other thing to note is that I believe I discussed this already, but the elevator is now functioning here in the Tower of Daedalus. Kind of makes you nostalgic going back and forth through all of these floors, going back up to heal and using the elevator since we beat the Minotaur and all that. It's a good little fun callback to Kyuuyaku Megami Tensei 1. Actually, I do think that it, I like that they do it here, too. Just, I think it's kind of fun that they do it when, we have this little, we're a ways more into the game, and it would kind of maybe not be as impactful if they had you do this too quickly in the game, but we're right around the halfway point. Actually, I believe this is exactly the halfway point of the Let's Play. I'm pretty sure this is going to be 26 episodes, and we're on episode 13, so good time to have a fun little callback, optional callback, but a callback nonetheless to the very beginning of the game. So yeah, after we correctly deduced which child was the one that was possessed, we go back to the dad, and he opens up a door to a boss on the bottom floor. I don't know what happens if you choose the wrong kid in his dialogue option. I'm sure you just visit the kid, and then they're like, oh, no, you're wrong, and you have to go back and guess again, Probably just waste time more than anything. And that is the one thing I have to say I kind of don't like about this this trip back to the Daedalus, or Devil Buster. I keep saying Daedalus Tower like it's real, but it's just, it's Devil Buster's the weird game, isekai situation going on here. So yeah, one thing I just don't like about this area is that it is a lot of running back and forth, talking to the kids, then talking to the dad, and then talking back to the kid, then going back to the dad so you can open the door. It's just kind of a pain. So this boss is not going to be that difficult to deal with. Once again, Zioma's going to help out here, as well as just, you know, Takuma's wonderful, wonderful physical strength, especially since we have that new weapon that I believe I talked about last episode. I want to say it was. We got that axe or whatever it is that one demon drops from Shinjuku. Just helps out a lot. Yeah, 25 damage is pretty dang good. Can't put you to sleep though, so that is a little annoying. But yeah, especially if you grab Cerberus and you still have Naga in your party, you'll be fine. I probably don't even... Atlas is starting to lag behind a little bit here, but I'm still keeping him around just cause. Might as well. Yeah, that's a pretty good amount of experience points, which is why I think you should go here and do this. And also Cerberus is going to help us with another thing that we need to do. So... So, funny enough, the reward for that side quest is getting that Devil Analyzer program, which basically, I believe I'm going to show it off here. Okay, well, I guess I can't show it off because we haven't run any demons yet, but it shows you the stats of the recent demons that we've encountered. Not really the most useful thing on the planet. Going back into Devil Busters to get Cerberus and to get the experience from that boss is honestly... the reason you want to go there. The Devil Analyzer is kind of a whatever reward. So yeah, now that we did that, we can go back and tie up another loose end that we have here in Karakuen. So you may remember that there is another demon arena here, and I believe I told you to hold off on this one because it is tied to the main story. So yeah, we're gonna win a fantastic prize if we win 5 matches in a row. Now, the thing is that this arena is actually the hardest arena in the game. So it's better to have a lot of powerful demons that can help you get through it. So what you're going to want to do is, I highly recommend is you get Cerberus, and, you know, hopefully at this point in the game you have Naga as well. And between the two of them, you'll have no problem getting through this arena. Maybe we'll take a couple tries and you'll have to go back and revive them in case some weird mishap happens. You know, RNG is still RNG after all, but Cerberus is definitely going to be able to tank through a fair chunk of these fights, and even when Cerberus gets low on health, then you can, you know, tag team out Cerberus for Naga, and you should be fine. So... by no means do you need either of these two demons to win the arena. It's just that this is a lot easier and less time-consuming than having to fuse powerful demons that'll be good for you otherwise for doing this. But yeah, as you can see, these enemies have a lot of HP to whittle down, and Cerberus is good at that. He is getting pretty low, though. Yikes. Come on, Cerberus, don't let me down. I believe in you. Yeah! No. I shouldn't have believed. I shouldn't have believed. So yeah, that's a bummer. But once again, as I've said before, RNG can just kind of fuck you over sometimes. So let's try that one again. Let's throw in Carbuncle just to see him get stepped on and squished into even more of a weird, gooey green mess. There you go. Good job, Cerberus. I believe in you this time. Second time's the charm, right? Not to date this LP, but I hope all of you who are with me in being located in kind of the northern reaches of the United States, and even, you know, my fellow friends in Canada, hope you're staying warm through this ridiculous weather that we're going through right now. It is kind of miserable outside. There's just a lot of snow and ice, below 0 temperatures the past few days, and Actually, as I look to my left right now at my window, I'm noticing some ice forming on the inside of it, so that's not good. I should probably take care of that after I'm done recording this here. And yeah, I'm just trying to stay cozy and comfortable and warm. I currently have a very big, thick blanket over me right now, as well as a pretty heavy-duty hoodie on, so trying to stay nice and comfy while recording this. Maybe after this is done, I'll treat myself to some warm apple cider. That sounds pretty good and pleasant right now. Sorry for talking about the weather and nothing relevant to the game, but I mean, it's the Coliseum. We've seen this a million times already. There's not much else for me to talk about, so I'm going to talk about how I'm miserably cold, goddammit. You can't stop me. I think we're so close to being done. I think we only got like 1 or 2 more. Alright, Cerberus, I believe in you. Yeah, it's gonna be tricky. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Just 2 more. No, maybe 3 more. Maybe 1 more. Yeah! Come back, kid Cerberus. There we go. That's 1 more pillar. I actually don't remember how many pillars we've obtained so far, but I believe we've gotten the vast majority of them. Let's actually... Am I doing that right now? Am I looking at how many... I think I am. God damn, great minds think alike. Or, in this case, the same mind, which is okay, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6... Yeah, that's 6, right? I hope I counted that right. I was scrolling while I was also counting, so my past self betrayed me by not keeping the list steady there. But I believe that's 6 out of the 7 that we need to get. Or is it 8? No, I'm pretty sure it's 7. Pretty sure it's the 7 Pillars of Solomon. It's an RPG, so it's almost always 7, right? So, yeah, we are now back here in the underground section of Shinjuku. Gonna fight these nerds again. So, recently, we got Maziolan, and it's gonna be a very good spell for taking out large crowds such as this. Look at that, we don't gotta worry about these guys doing all sorts of wacky status ailments on us. We got 420 XP, which is how you know that was a good encounter. And what am I trying to show off here? I actually don't remember. Might just be me grinding for more crystal swords, maybe? That might have been what this was. Let's look and see. Oh no, this is me going to yet another new and exciting area, I believe. Oh yeah, this is what I was doing. I was going back over here to Nakano. This is where we got the access code for the Shibuya building from. There we go, and yeah, just selling some more stuff. And now we can afford the heavy metal suit, which is, I like to imagine as just like a band shirt, like it's just an Iron Maiden album cover. Probably Killers or Number of the Beast. Those are the 2 I always see around when I see people wearing Iron Maiden merch. Shoutouts to the guy who does the Iron Maiden cover art, which I believe is the same person for all of them. Let me look this up. Mechanical Keyboard ASMR. Derek Riggs. Yeah. Yeah. He does the Iron Maiden album covers. I believe designed them. Yeah, he designed the mascot. Yeah. Oh, I guess this guy just did the first few album covers. You know, the ones that everyone knows anyways, and I guess he didn't work on the later ones from what I can see from just glancing through this Wikipedia summary. So, yeah, shoutouts to that guy, though. I always appreciate some good album cover art for my heavy metal albums. Haven't been listening to as much heavy metal these days, though. Been in more of a good vibes and chiller mood than that. I enjoy metal, but it's not always the most complimentary to my day job listening, which is I usually just put on some good background, easily listenable music for just chill shit to relax to while I'm trying to crank out God knows how many blogs that I have to write any given day. And of course I got another unnecessary sword drop from that stupid lizard caveman. I should have sold that off right away. I forgot. I guess I was... More likely I just wasn't paying attention. Sometimes you kind of go into that, that automatic mindset when playing these games where you're just like, let me just go here and do what I gotta do. And got the red cap for the heroine there, so... Yeah, just another little round of shopping for us to enjoy. Once again, I wish the prices in this game were... Honestly, they could be half. The prices for equipment in this game could be half, and I think it would be a far better game. It's really a shame that they're so high. It's just such a pain. So, now that we've gotten all of that out of the way, it's time that we start making our way south. A lot of poison tiles here, unfortunately. Kind of going to be annoying to walk through this area, and we're going to have to deal with getting poisoned. But look, it's our pal Jack Frost. Let's talk to this little guy. Ooh, he's asking for a lot of money, though. We're getting scammed. Okay, no, we're fine. Jack Frost is more honorable than that. We adopted this Jack Frost from the Poison Swamp, and we're now going to be good friends. And there we go. Yeah, he's a good member of the party. Look at that, actually. Jack Frost, pretty good in this game, honestly. For his first appearance, he does a good job here. And we're actually now full for party members. So yeah, he knows a pretty good ice spell, and also just has overall pretty solid stats. Lots of MP, lots of health. More health than Cerberus even, which is kind of ridiculous. Oh, but this. So, fun fact. When you run into Jack-O-Lantern, which is kind of like the prototype Pyro Jack, you can talk to him, and you may have noticed that wasn't any regular negotiation we just had. Wonder what the deal with that was. Well, let's go teleport all the way back to a familiar location. Let's go to Haneda. And as you can see, we're running pretty low on Maka, but that's gonna be fine, because you're gonna like what happens next. Well, actually, first, let's heal up here. I don't got enough money for healing, oh no! But it'll be fine, don't worry. Trust me on this. So, what we're gonna do is we're gonna go back to a very familiar chest, though it can be any open chest. And we're gonna go back out, get into a random encounter, but it's a slime, so fuck it. Yeah, just shoot that thing in the face, we're good. We are once again going to spin around, I believe it's 31 times. And yeah, so we've basically won the game. We're done. we're done, because what we can do is we can just go back to that area where Jack-O-Lantern is, and every time that you talk to Jack-O-Lantern after you've done the Jack Frost Easter egg, it'll reset it so that we can do it again. You can do this infinitely. You can, if you really were patient enough and you didn't care about balance or whatever, you just wanted to say fuck it, just go keep talking to Jack Frost, coming back to Haneda to spin around this chest, and just keep going back in and out, in and out, in and out. You can do this as many times as you want, all the way up to level 99 until you have maximum money. So yeah, we don't have to worry about grinding ever again for the rest of this game, at least not traditionally. I believe towards the end of the game it just becomes a little bit more productive to just fight enemies anyways, just a little bit faster than doing the running back and forth. But for the vast majority of the game, when we want to level up, we'll just go back here and do the Jack Frost stuff. As you can see, it's gonna just, as soon as we get into another fight, we'll just level up again. So yeah, that's it for this episode. I'll see you next time.